Well, hello there. My name is sometimes Heather and I play Elder Scrolls Online. Last time, I took my Pet Sorc around Tempest Island, and today, I wanted to tell you what I changed and why. Previously, I tested the old way of creating a Pet Sorc with Thérani. Since that, I've turned her into a damage-based Pet Sorc with a vampire vibe. Let's get started. I have given Thérani 2 staff weapons which seem to be equipped in the wrong order. Let's not let that bother us. First, on our backup weapon, which is a resto staff due to limited market, we have Critical Surge, my favorite way to keep a vampire alive. Critical Surge grants you major brutality and sorcery, which boost weapon and spell damage. While active, Critical Surge heals you whenever you do critical damage. Next, we have Daedric Minefield. This places a minefield around Thérani. The mines take 3 seconds to arm and last for 15 seconds at a time. Once triggered, they do a set amount of magic damage and immobilize the enemy who set one off. Enemies can only become affected once during combat. I really like the way this adds to the whole dark mage thing I have going on with Thérani. And it also looks really nice with Blood Mist. Blood Mist turns Thérani into red mist and allows her to leap upon unsuspecting enemies just like a real vampire would. Blood Mist deals magic damage to all enemies within its reach and also heals Thérani for a fraction of damage done. I really like this ability and use it often with my Immersion vampires. It isn't the best way to deal damage, granted, but it looks so cool. Under my buffers on both weapons, I have pets. If you don't have these equipped on both weapon bars, you will lose your pets when you change weapons. I have gone with damage morphs. First, Volatile Familiar. Once summoned, the familiar will remain with you until dismissed or killed. Its basic attacks deal a set amount of shock damage to enemies. Once you activate its special powers by simply hitting the call button again, the familiar will pulsate with shock energy for 20 seconds at a time. The last pulse will stun enemies closest to it. Last, we have Twilight Tormentor Enrage. This summons a Twilight Matriarch to fight by your side. Activating this pet's special powers will allow the Matriarch to do 60% more damage to enemies with more than half their health left. This effect also lasts for 20 seconds at a time. Thérani's rotation is really simple. First, activate Surge and pets on backup weapon, use Blood Mist to surprise enemies, cast Daedric Minefield and switch to main weapon, which is a lightning staff. First, we have Endless Fury. This deals a set amount of shock damage to a single enemy. If that enemy dies within 4 seconds of being hit, an explosion will deal shock damage to all enemies around. If the enemy dies within 5 seconds of being hit, a set amount of Magicka will be restored. Next, Crystal Fragments. This is a bit trickier to use than the average spammer. When used in its ordinary form, this deals a set amount of magic damage in the form of crystals tossed at an enemy. The next non-ultimate ability you cast will cost a bit less. When Crystal Fragments is equipped on either weapon bar, casting any non-ultimate ability has a 33% chance to cause your next Crystal Fragments to be instant, deal 66% more damage, and cost half as much. You should only use this when it turns pink on your weapon bar, like so. Last, on this weapon we have Daedric Prey. This deals a set amount of magic damage to the target and, after 6 seconds, an additional amount of magic damage to all enemies around. While the Daedric Prey is active, your pets do 45% more damage. To make Thérani's rotation more intuitive, I have placed this on my primary weapon so I can see it and keep it active at all times. Our ultimate, naturally, swarming sire. Bliss, right? Thérani's abilities mostly come from Daedric Summoning, Dark Magic, Storm Calling, Vampire, and Destro Staff skill lines. I would recommend purchasing all passives in these skill lines, along with all racial passives and light armor passives. For Thérani's armor, I have chosen more animals. First, the Unfathomable Darkness set. This is an overland set from Clockwork City. It can be farmed out or purchased from guild vendors for gold. Unfathomable Darkness adds to critical chance, offensive penetration, and weapon and spell damage. With 5 pieces equipped, you summon a murder of crows when you deal damage. The crows remain for 12 seconds at a time. During those 12 seconds, they peck at enemies, dealing a set amount of physical damage. The damage they do scales off your weapon or spell damage, whichever is higher. I really like the crows, but haven't used this set much. This is a medium set, which isn't the best choice for a Magicka-based Sorc. I have given Thérani weapons and jewelry from this set, and enchanted jewelry pieces to add to weapon and spell damage. Our second set is a craftable set from Blackwood. This set adds to weapon and spell damage and critical chance. With 5 pieces equipped, a bit of a confusing buff is unlocked. Using an ability with a range of 7 meters or less grants you ranged supremacy, which adds to weapon and spell damage to ranged and overtime abilities. Using an ability with a range of 7 meters or more grants you melee supremacy, which boosts the damage your melee attacks do. This probably isn't the best choice for a Sorc. War Maiden from Vardenfell might work well too, along with Matt Tinkerer from Clockwork City. For our monster set, I have turned to the golden again. Archdruid Deveric Helm drops when you slay the last boss in Earthenroot Enclave in Veteran. Shoulders can be purchased from undaunted vendors. The Archdruid Deveric set adds to offensive penetration. With both pieces equipped, dealing damage with a heavy attack will, after a short delay, deal shock damage to a line of enemies around your initial target. Enemies' hit will also be affected with major vulnerability, which causes them to take more damage. This is a really fun set, and I'm looking forward to finding more uses for it. Let's take a quick look at champion points now. Have I magically gotten really good at these over the past weeks? No, so please don't trust me blindly. In Warfare, my active stars are Master at Arms, Weapons Expert, Wrathful Strikes, and Untamed Aggression. In Fitness, I've gone with Stifling Spells, Rejuvenation, Fortified, and Boundless Vitality. In Crafts, I have all the things that make playing fun for me. Do pick your own favorites. I have a companion walking by Thérani's side. Initially I chose Mary, but now I feel Ember might be more fun. Let's take a look at Mary's abilities in any case. I have given her a Destro Staff which isn't fully leveled up yet, and equipped her weapon bar with Blood Transfusion, Slayer's Blade, Mask of Torment, Life Absorption, and Destructive Blast. Mary's ultimate is the Impeccable Shot, which allows her to mark a target to take more damage for 3 seconds at a time, and then deal a hecton of damage on them. I allow Mary to use this as she sees fit, but it might be smarter to take control over a companion's ultimate. My journey with Thérani has been a long and difficult one, but now I really do enjoy playing with her. Her build is easy and intuitive to drive, and comes with that dark vampire immersion I love so much. I still have to redo her outfit, perhaps even give her a new home, but those are the things I prefer to enjoy on my own. I hope you've enjoyed this video. As Christmas and year-end are fast approaching, I'm going to take a little holiday from making videos. I will return in mid-January, I think, with another vampire. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next year. Ta!